Hey guys, first question today is from China Marie, and it's a branding related question. Essentially, what I'm being told is we have a existing record label, music publishing, um, film business, and in addition to that, an after school program for developmental disabilities, children with special needs. So, how to brand both and take them to the next level? Okay. I, as usual, have a ton of questions that I would love to ask to give you a more precise answer. But going just on what I have thus far, one thing I would need to know is, are they to work in conjunction with each other? Are you using any elements of um, your initial business, the record label, to factor in to your programming for after school? Mainly is music part of the focus? If there's some similarity between the two, then you do have an opportunity to co-brand them, which means you could put your marketing dollars towards the same target market to a degree. And you could utilize aspects of your first business to promote, show your experience, credibility, etc., which then would appeal to parents who are considering registering their children in your program. Um, so, do they work together? That's question one. Whether they do or whether they don't, just typical first steps for getting branding underway. And I don't know if you've done on any of this already, but you want to do a little bit of research on your respective target markets. Atlanta, of course, is a music mecca nowadays. See what other people are doing. There's a lot of inner workings that go with that entertainment industry that you should be aware of to function in it well. Um, you need to get a face for both companies. So research on both businesses. Talk to parents, other after school programs, find out what the parents want or what they think is lacking. Um, the absolute best referral that you can have is actually going to be from a child who's in attendance who says they absolutely love it, and let's tell their mom and dad that, and they spread the word to their friends, and there you go. I would also consider, depending on the credentials that accompany that process, talking to the school boards you wish to cater to, and getting involved and seeing whether or not you can become approved on their list through the board, which then allows you to open up segments in different schools if that's where you want to go. So again, a lot of this advice is kind of blind, general advice, not knowing the intricacies of your businesses. Um, so some research, get a face and or corporate ID on each one of your companies. I would suggest that since the latter is dealing with children, you want to have a more playful tone to your creative. Um, with the music industry and the publishing and film, the record label overall, you have some kind of creative license, so to speak, depending on what genre of music you deal with or who you want to appeal to. Factor that into your creative. But definitely get corporate IDs for both. And if you're going to brand together, then the second business can kind of be a spin off of the first, as far as, letterhead and marketing collaterals, that type of thing. But still, you want to have a more playful tone to things that deal with children. Um, and it's also important to note it has to have kind of like a trustworthy appeal to it because, of course, parents are the ones that are going to be paying your fee, not the children. So you have to um, facilitate a trusting look amongst your branding so that parents have confidence in leaving their children with you and or inquiring further about your programs. Um, After you get your kind of corporate ID going, web presence is essential for any new business or existing for that matter. Um, make sure that you have a strong web presence. I would advise using social media tools to integrate with your web, Facebook and Twitter, whichever you prefer. There's a really nice recipe for them both to work together to facilitate more interest. And then also, you want to have, especially for the child program, you want to have a leave behind material or something in print that you can give to parents to show them your rates for the program, what their options are for enrolling, what special needs you typically deal with or have the most experience in. Those are all things that will add